We should be underway any second. Bath City versus Welling United on Bath City Radio. And they have kicked off. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗧 gets it straight back into Dunn. Switches out to this near side. Lofted forwards by 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚. All the way up the line towards Payne. And it is picked up and Bath City can try and scramble it away. Spoke's being closed down well by 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛. And it will be Taylor Maloney to whip this cross in from the left-hand side, about 5 yards up from the penalty area. It's a good ball into the danger zone. It's well headed away by Joe Rains. Bath City looked to only half clear it though, and it is flicked forwards by Hayfield. Drops out to this near side for 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗚. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛, he does well to get beyond Maloney. He's driving across the halfway line now. The Cheltenham Maloney, the pass is just beyond Scott Wilson. He looked to be clean through.
Something that they work on a lot, so to get the switch out to Rains is something that they always try and do. It's a dangerous area now.
So 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 just slips on the turf, and it will be another let-off there for Welling United. Intercepted by James Dunn once again, who's being a bit of a force in the middle. Mackenzie Lyle having to quickly dash out to get to the ball ahead of Wilson. Bath City win it quickly off of his play. Hayfield drops out to Greenslade. He said he's got Freer outside and looks to shoot and forces a save out of Mackenzie Lyle. I'm not certain if that was on target, but Greenslade testing the keeper early there. It is the 7th minute, so it's stopping the game for a minute's applause for Alex Fletcher, we've already talked about so far this season. The whole ground rising to their feet to applaud the striker, who's doing well, as we've already heard this evening. He's having a good work in his recovery. The whole game stopped, everyone on the field serving this minute's applause beautifully. Drops it back to Joe Rains. Joe Rains is under a lot of pressure here and loses it to Elito. Maloney takes the ball off his feet. It's a well left ball there. Played in down the right, in towards the front man. Payne turns, it's a beautiful spin, and Payne couldn't quite get the shot away. It is flattered low in towards the middle, it's swept away, and a few ricochets takes it into the hands of Kai Mackenzie Lyle. Rains looks to flink it into Ebanks. He drops it off back to Rains. It's a lovely few passes there. Joe Rains on the edge of the penalty area. He continued to pass Elliot Freer, who's just straight offside there. Hayfield, in fact, who made a great run from midfield. Got both central defenders forwards, but they have left 3 defenders back. It's not a great corner from Maloney, but it nearly came there, and it's just a slip of Casarate, and it calls out. And Mediolito fires over the top with his side foot.
Parcell now chips the ball into the area, doesn't manage to find anyone, and Mackenzie Lyle will look to quickly get it up the pitch for Welling, and this could be an opportunity here as Payne looks to collect, doesn't quite manage, so he'll knock it back, and it'll be a shot there from Maloney. Lyons stands over the ball, whips it into the centre. Is a good ball, and it's still in the area, looks dangerous. And Wilson will collect on the outside of the area, slots it to the outside, and ball's crossed back into the area. But Welling, after a few sort of slightly scuffed clearances, will eventually manage to get it out, and that looks like a nasty tackle by Greenslade there on Casarate, unfortunately, and it looks like he may get a booking for this. Lines crosses it forward. Scott Wilson collects. Wilson charging forward, and he'll put a bit of pressure on Mackenzie Lyle. He'll clear it, and that's the half-time whistle gone there.
It's forced back once again, but Bath City happy to be patient so far. He's got Spokes in close proximity, plays out to him. A little bit of space here on the edge of the box, tried to slide in. Wilson down the left-hand channel of the area, but got away. Luke Spokes plays it in towards Ebanks. He lets it roll, and it's a really good decision. It's an unbelievable save by the foot of Mackenzie Lyle. It looked an absolutely guaranteed goal, a brilliant run in behind by Hayfield, but Bath City denied by the foot of the Welling stopper.
So well worked, wasn't it, from this left-hand side into Spokesy, and it's a great ball into, and that's what we're talking about in terms of the service into the striker.
Bath City starting this second half really well, keeping the ball, spreading it about, and then it was just the outstretched foot of Mackenzie Lyle to deny them in towards the middle, and they did win the header with Luke Spokes, but it's gone over the top and for a goal kick to Welling United. Maybe look at this one towards the far post. Looks to swing it in, and it does drop in low towards Hayesfield, and it's back in towards the middle, but just flicked off Ezanolim. Ebanks looking to challenge for it. There was a few appeals for something in that middle from Welling, and it's free. It's a brilliant strike against the crossbar. He found that yard of space onto his left, and Bath City once again agonisingly close to getting this opening goal.
Really good chance that, wasn't it? And Els sort of cutting in onto that left foot, and
dangerous as ever.
Papadopoulos now looking to get out. He's got a man on the outside of him in Martin, but he looks to shoot anyway, just on the edge of the box, but he never really caught hold of it properly. Martin, he can try and keep on the pressure here. Lines. Greenslater's just dropped into the middle there, and he's got the pitch in front of him. Anywhere he can go, and it's a lovely little run by Hayfield. Gets away there. Hayfield looks to shoot, and it's deflected away. Only as far as 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗏. James Dunn just kicks it off out from under him, and Welling can clear, but not for long, as it was not deemed as a push on Stephen Payne. Bath City looking to keep the pressure. His Lines plays it in towards Freer. Takes a touch and drops it back, and it's a lovely pass in behind. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏s has made a run he maybe wasn't thinking about. It does really well to get away from Sendel's White, and his cross is just a little bit behind. James Dunn can scramble it clear. Kassim out towards the far hand side. Ezenolin playing it up the line. There's a real big pace in the second half that maybe the first didn't so far. Kassim, and he's just chopped down a little bit there by Luke Spokes, and it will be a free kick. Jordan Dyer tries to flick it forward. Payne, who's dropped back in there, wins the header. It's worked from it. It drops from Maloney. He can try and find Kassim. Ezenolin outside him, but the ball didn't really bounce down quick enough for Bath City, for Welling to attack. But it comes to Joe Rains, gets beyond Kassim across halfway, and he's got Freer outside making a really good run. They're out of shape here, Welling. Freer gets it back in towards Spokes, and it's just not quite bouncing. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏s! And it's a goal for Bath City. It just flicked off the chest of a Welling defender, and the man on loan from Cheltenham gets the goal. Bath City 1, Welling 0.
Really good play that, wasn't it? All the way down the right-hand side. Els sort of cut in and made the right decision to bring it in. The ball sort of ricocheted, gone up in the air, and then, yeah, Cowell's done brilliant there to sort of direct it goalwards.
Maybe that's a little bit of fortune about the goal, but you have to say Bath City deserved it after half-time.
Absolutely deserved that, and yeah, a really good time to score that as well in terms of where that was. So really good start, and everyone will be really pleased in terms of can we keep the foothold of the game, and can we keep now pressing like we have been.
Yeah. So this one's for Adam Hurrey and the Football Clichés crew. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Right on the hour mark, it is Callum 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏s, who's looked really strong in this second half so far, holding up the ball. And when the chance came, he was there to pounce inside the 6-yard box, prodded it beyond Kai Mackenzie-Lyle. And Bath City take the lead here against the Wings. Joe Rains has got a throw in about 30 yards out on the right-hand side for Bath City. It's his first goal since August, once he was on loan at Eastleigh, and he's now at Twerton Park. Seems to be loving life under Jerry Gill. It's played long. Maloney picks up the ball in the centre circle. He's just got a little flick on him from Hayfield, and he will be booked for this as well. I think just the tugging back, it feels a little bit harsh, even if it was maybe construed as a tactical foul.
Yeah, a little bit harsh, but he knows exactly what he's doing there, Dan, and he's either tactically done that to stop them breaking, or he's just run out of gas and he didn't want to run any further, so he's pulled him back. So you can make your mind up on what decision he's decided to make there.
Luke Spokes comes off for Bath City, and you will see James Morton on. Been a bit impressed by him in the second half, Spokes, but maybe just a bit of a rest ahead of another Tuesday game.
Absolutely, yeah, he's done really well and gotten some really dangerous pockets, and Morts is a little bit of a different player there. It looks like he's gone sort of next to Linesy and as that sort of double pivot at the bottom.
The ball is pinged forward. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏s attempts to collect, doesn't quite work out. Now he does, but referee will blow his whistle, and it looks like this will be a yellow card here for Howard. I think it's Howard for Welling. It'll be a Bath City free kick on the grandstand side, just outside the area here, and this could be dangerous for Bath. Bath City look to attack once again on the right-hand side. It looks to be Parcell, and that will be back to the Bath defence. Freer charges into the box, but it's just cleared by the Welling defender, and now it looks like Alito will try to go challenge his man, and he'll get a throw in. He'll take it quickly, perhaps a little bit hastily. Is Elliot Freer now takes a shot, and it'll arch over the bar. Hayfield, sorry, that sounded like it could have been very dangerous. All came together very quickly for Bath, and he acted out quickly there. We've just passed the 75th minute actually, and it's 1-0 to Bath City after a fantastic goal by 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏s, his first goal for the club, and it looks like this could be another one as Hayfield could have shot there. He placed it onto his left foot, and he steady looked for a pass to the inside to Wilton. Is whipped in by Freer, an in-swinger to the centre of the area, deflected quickly out by the Welling player. Freer finds himself once again on the ball, and this time will whip the ball in again a slightly lower. Once again, doesn't find it past the first marker, and now Alito, or 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚 charges forward. 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚, he's got a bit of space. He beats his first man. He just about beats his second. He's got a man to his left. He distributes it to a left. Welling for a look for a man in the middle, but the offside flag shoots up, and Welling's hopes quickly dash there. Now Maloney looks to chop in and beat his man. Doesn't quite manage to, and Bath will now look to go on the attack. Hayfield charging down the middle, tries to slot a pass into Ebanks, doesn't quite work out, but Wilson will be right there, and he's tripped up there by Howard. Calls for a yellow, but it's play on as Greenslade takes the initiative, whips the ball into the middle. Freer, Hayfield puts it onto his right, tries to shoot, blocked by the Welling defence, and Welling tried to recollect themselves and move the ball back up as Payne collects it around the halfway line, but he'll have to go back again once to defence. Maloney, only second to go. People were calling for a yellow hand, distributes it out to the left as we see Alito charge forward. Alito cuts in. He beats his first man, manages to pass it back to Maloney. Maloney looks like he'll take a shot, and he will, and it's in! An unfortunate moment there for Bath City. There was only a few seconds in play, but what a strike there, you have to admit, by Tyler Maloney. He's dead centre, but just outside the area, shifts it onto his right foot and puts it to an area where Gold unfortunately can't reach. Bath, after having looked so dominant in the last few minutes, have just an unfortunate spell in play where they've allowed Welling potentially a bit too much space, and after Alito charged down the left-hand side, all he had to do was find Maloney, who knew he was going to finish it. And here's a yellow card for Wilson, who looks visibly frustrated, and no wonder. Here's Maloney, the goal scorer, charging forward, tries to beat his man, and nearly does before arching foot, but he's got him very, very eager in that tackle there, and this could be bad. It's a yellow card for Maloney there. He's lost the ball and he's shown tenacity, but that could have been a dangerous tackle on the Bath City defender that's gone down.
Yeah, really nasty challenge that one. He's again made a mistake, and then the first thing what we were talking about in the first half, made a mistake and then gone straight in and conceded a foul straight after.
Smith in the 90th minute looks to be coming on for Rain. Smith will try and get an immediate impact, but not before Greenslade will calmly collect the ball and pushes it forward on the right-hand side, who tried to find Wilson. Wilson doesn't initially get the ball, will charge after it, and he'll be knocked over by the Welling midfield. Alito now charges onto the ball on the left-hand side. He's got Maloney in the middle, unmarked. Maloney has found himself some space, moves it onto his right foot, a deflection, and it's just gone outside of the goal for a corner. 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚 is taking his time with this, or eventually distributing it just in front of him for a quick 1-2. And now we'll try and charge on the left-hand side, and he'll get a bit of space before just being chipped down. He's back to his feet, back on the ball, and he'll shoot, and then it'll end up being more of a cross, actually. It'll go straight out to the other side as Greenslade charges over, quickly picks up the ball, looks to take a throw in quickly. He's showing real tenacity in these dying minutes. There's still 1-1 here at Twerton Park. Both Jerry Gill and Warren Feeney desperate for their men to get a ball. Here's Tom Smith, he'll knock it forward to Ebanks. Ebanks, who's just taken a clatter from behind, and now Payne takes a step on his left side for Welling. He draws it back, and Welling on the ball here, and it shoots. Kasim coming late towards the post, that'll go wide to get the 3 points. It's an outswinger, it's low to the edge of the area, but it's cleared away calmly by Bath City, and that's full time. Full time here at Twerton Park. 1-1. Jerry Gill's men looked very dominant in the second half, or the start of the second half, after what was a very sort of torn story. It was a game of two halves, really. The first half, neither team really asserting dominance, before in the second half, Bath coming out with some tenacity and getting an incredible goal in the shape of Ebanks. Maiden goal at home for this side, but unfortunately an equally spectacular strike from Taylor Maloney for Welling equalised, and that led to a 1-1 draw here. Do you think the two sides will be happy with the result, or do you think there will be a lingering disappointment both for Bath and the Welling side?
Yeah, I mean, at home you always want to try and get 3 points. Certainly will be more disappointed with that result than they will. They'll be happy to sort of get a point after the dominance that we showed to then go home with sort of a point, whereas we'll look at that as sort of a couple of points lost, really, I'd imagine. And we looked so dominant. Once we'd scored, we were sort of on the ascendancy probably for 10-15 minutes and looked like there was only one team in the game, and then sort of out of nowhere, you know, they've gone on and scored a spectacular goal from sort of 20-odd yards out and got themselves back in the game, and we're happy to take that point. And you know, really disappointing that we've conceded that. And you know, we dealt with their sort of front men so well throughout the game. I thought Jordan Dyer and Kieran Parcell were superb in terms of their 1v1 defending, and then, you know, out of nowhere the ball sort of landed to the fella who's managed to put it in the top corner from 20-odd yards out. So we'll definitely be the more disappointing with that than them, and they'll sort of be happy to get on the bus with a point, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's all from us this evening on Bath City Radio. It's a bit of a frustrating draw at Twerton Park. Bath City held by Welling United by 1-1 draw. Thank you to George Gray, commenting with me. Thank you very much for being with us, Cody. You've been absolutely excellent all evening.
You're very welcome. Very enjoyable.
Be back for the next game shortly, and we'll be then.